Walk into any room, and you'll notice something strange. Some people speak constantly, yet nobody listens. Others barely say a word, and everyone pays attention. What's the difference? It's not money. It's not intelligence. And it's not being the loudest person in the room. It's social power. The good news? Social power isn't something you're simply born with. It's a skill. And once you understand the psychology behind it, you can completely change the way people perceive you. Here are 7 rules for commanding respect in almost any room. Rule 1. Stop chasing approval. The first rule is simple. Stop trying to make everyone like you. When you desperately seek approval, people can feel it. You agree with everything. You laugh at jokes you don't find funny. You apologize when you did nothing wrong. And you constantly explain yourself. The problem isn't being nice. The problem is communicating. I need you to accept me. Respect begins when you become comfortable with yourself. You don't need everyone to agree with you. You don't need everyone to like you. You simply need to know what you stand for. Rule 2. Speak less, but say more. Here's something most people misunderstand about confidence. Confidence doesn't need constant talking. People who are insecure often fill every silence. They explain. They justify. They ramble. Confident people can pause. They think before they speak. And when they finally speak, their words carry more weight. So next time someone asks you a question, don't rush to answer. Take a second. Look at them. Think. Then respond. That tiny pause communicates something powerful. I'm not afraid of silence. Rule 3. Control your body. Before people hear your words, they see your body language. And your body is communicating constantly. Stop shrinking yourself. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Stand upright. Move deliberately. Make comfortable eye contact. And most importantly, stop fidgeting. Constant movement can communicate nervousness. Controlled movement communicates confidence. You don't need to look intimidating. You need to look comfortable in your own presence. Rule 4. Don't interrupt. Here's an underrated way to gain respect. Let people finish speaking. Most people listen only long enough to prepare their response. They're waiting for their turn. But when you genuinely listen, something interesting happens. People feel understood. And people naturally respect those who make them feel heard. So instead of thinking, what am I going to say next? Think, what is this person actually trying to tell me? You'll become more observant, more persuasive, and much harder to manipulate. Rule 5. Set boundaries without drama. Respect isn't created by being aggressive. It's created by having boundaries. If someone repeatedly interrupts you, don't explode. Calmly say, let me finish. If someone speaks to you disrespectfully, don't immediately attack them. Say, I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. Then stop talking. No long explanation. No emotional argument. No desperate attempt to prove yourself. A boundary becomes powerful when you're willing to enforce it. Rule 6. Never try to prove your status. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to look important. They name drop, brag about money, talk about who they know, show off their accomplishments. But here's the paradox. The harder you try to prove your status, the less powerful you can appear. Real confidence doesn't need an advertisement. Let your actions speak. Let your results speak. Let other people discover your value. You don't need to announce your importance. Rule 7. Make people feel valued. And here's the rule that ties everything together. If you want people to respect you, learn to respect them first. Remember names. Listen carefully. Ask thoughtful questions. Give credit. Don't constantly turn conversations back to yourself. Because powerful people don't need every conversation to be about them. They make other people feel important, without becoming approval-seeking. That's the difference between attention-seeking and social mastery. So remember these 7 rules. Stop chasing approval. Speak less, but say more. Control your body language. Listen without interrupting. Set calm boundaries. Never prove your status. And make people feel valued. You don't command respect by demanding it. You command respect by becoming the kind of person who doesn't need to demand it. Because when your confidence is calm, your boundaries are clear, and your behavior is consistent, people notice. And eventually, the room doesn't need to be told you're confident. They can feel it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content on dark psychology, money psychology, wealth mindset, and human behavior. Because understanding how people think is one of the first steps toward mastering the room.